Hello everybody. I'm not going live with this today. I'm gonna do Pluto entering Aquarius. There's a lot of meaning to this, and it's gonna be for the next 20 years. So for each sign, I'm gonna go through what the shadow of this is, what needs to be transformed, and then the beautiful energy of possibility and change that is available to us. So this is going to be a time in Aquarius. Pluto is a very wild energy, and it's going to be a time where we are going to be seeing things that the Capricorn, the 29 degrees of Pluto in Capricorn has shown us all these flaws and faults and cracks in our systems and governments worldwide. And Pluto in Aquarius is going to show us the potential, the possibility, how technology is going to be able to help heal. Things to be aware of in this transit are your relationships, being human, technology addictions, and space travel, really. I mean, that's where it seems to be like the big future possibility. Pluto will not be entering Capricorn for a very long time, so we won't be alive, but it will be the next 20 years in Aquarius, and the shift of this took years to happen. So there were moments where we felt the Pluto in Aquarius vibe, especially in the beginning of 2024. So kind of keep in mind that you've already seen some of this in the trend. It's been a switch, it's switching over. I'm going to start with Scorpio. We're going to do 3 cards. And hello, Scorpio. We're going to do your 3 cards in the Pluto. The Pluto is your planet, okay? And it's going into Aquarius, which is described in the beginning 2 minutes of this video. Now, if you want a personal Pluto in Aquarius reading for the next 20 years for you, I will do a spread that's 20 cards long. My charge for that is $100 an hour, so however long it takes me is how long you'll be charged. If you want to put a time limit on it, you can, okay? 20 minutes would be rushing it, but I could probably pull that off. So DM me if you want your very own like Pluto in Aquarius energy read for the next 20 years, and then we can keep in touch over that time. Okay, so I want to keep the connections. That's the big part of this, is keeping my connections human and authentic, not just a technology base. Okay, Scorpio, what do you have for your shadow in this energy of Pluto and Aquarius? What is the shadow? What is the shadow for Scorpio? Saint Michael, please protect Scorpio. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Scorpio's behalf. The shadow for Scorpio, I'm just going to pick random here, is the 9 of Swords. So your shadow is fear. Basic fear. They said the movie Basic Instinct. So I've never seen that movie before, but I'm sure that that movie has to do with fear, and the title writes the movie. So I would say that the character in the movie, without ever seeing it, it probably goes through something where they have to confront their fear and move forward and not live in fear. Okay, so it's going to be your job, because Scorpio, you're the harbinger of change, okay? So you bring the change whether you want to or not, right? And your shadow is this fear content of the worst happening. Okay, so that's the shadow. I don't want to go too far into that, type thing. Okay, now the second part is going to be transformation, which is also your energy, Scorpio. So transformation, that's going to be needed to move the shadow. The work, this is the work part, okay? And hopefully it doesn't feel like work, hopefully it's enjoyable. But the transformation energy for Scorpio, let's see. I'm just gonna cut these each time and then kind of cut the deck and feel. I'm cozy today, huh? All right, the Tower reversed. Yeah, like, whew, it wasn't as bad as I thought. The Tower reversed. Before you start building the House of Fear, okay? Before you start building the House of Fear, the shadow, before you start moving from the shadow based on fear, you can get yourself out of situations. This is like never buying a houseplant because you've killed all your houseplants. That's a fear. Oh, I cannot raise houseplants. I have a black thumb. Probably not. It's actually difficult to achieve. A Pythos for me took years of research, and it was dying in my office at the old job, right? So I took this Pythos home, and look, it's on the wall. This wall is like 5 feet away from me, but it's very, very successful, okay? So you need to tell yourself a better narrative when you get into fear cycles. And don't start building, like, okay, there's some sort of like fear of dying or fear of God that might be okay to you know, live with or operate from. I don't even know if I believe that, but some fear does keep you alive. Try to keep whatever fears inside of you just to the essential ones. So like, I would say that you have an opportunity here to kind of just like get away with stuff. It's weird. Like if you do not work from fear and you have faith instead, faith is hope plus free will. Okay, faith equals hope plus free will. You have to will it into being. You have to say, I'll do it. If you give it to me, I'll do it. Plus, I know that you'll guide me, guides. Like your guides will pull you through this, right? They wanted me to address the 5 of Cups. They don't want you to feel doom and gloom. They don't want you to feel depression. They don't want you to feel anxiety. Anxiety is the opposite of depression. So when you're balancing this energy out, Scorpio, you might go through ups and downs and go through, well, now that I don't have anxiety, I have depression because I long for the past. And you'll find the balance. You'll find the balance. The thing is, do not build from a house of fear. Keep the foundation, and maybe you need to just go slower. Okay. Now, remind you, this is 20 years. So if you want a personalized 20-year reading, that's available to you, okay? I'm $100 an hour. I could probably shoot for 20 minutes, but that would be $33.33. But I don't know if I'd be able to talk that fast or like get all the messages that are needed, but we could try for it, okay? So I'm going to do one more cut. This is the hope. This is the good part. Okay? This is the hope. So Scorpio, 3 of Cups is it. What is it? There it is. Me and my friends, we like to do everything together. That is from a child's toy that I cannot ever forget. Maybe you know about that little green dog. But like, this is like a love you. Okay, so first of all, the hope and the resilience lies in like, love you more. No, love you more. Love you more. And then the phrase itself, read it again. Love you more. Like, love yourself more, right? And then when you're in the dynamics of other people, you're like, oh no, I love you more. No, I love you more. Like that's going on at play. But then there's also going to be people who aren't on your level of that you're going to have to kind of like accept. This one here, the one who watches, this one who watches, they might not fit in, or they might be like dragged, or they might have like weirdness or whatever it is, but they teach you a lot, and they say things that might be very, very enlightening, or they may have a very like big purpose that you're supposed to include people in your friend groups that are a little bit maybe like considered off, or considered a little bit like weird, that you include them even if they have like a criminal history, or something that like they have trauma, or they have mental disabilities, or they have you know what it is, whatever it is. They might have some things, but they deserve love too. It's like Winnie the Pooh always accepted Eeyore in the group. Everyone just accepted that's the way Eeyore was. They didn't like try to change Eeyore. They encouraged Eeyore to feel good. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for that beautiful energy.